Hey guys, Fred here, VE3FAL from Ontario Northwest Bushcrafter and Outdoors. It is Saturday, October 29th, 2016, and I'm out in the bush here today. I'm going up to the area where the winter shelter is, and I'm going to actually clear a spot this time for a Prospector tent to go up. Our scouts have a camp coming up in November in a couple of weeks. And we are going to be staying out here, so we're going to put the Prospector tent up. We're hoping to get a stove in there, and we're going to spend the weekend out here. We're going to do some hiking, go to the lookout down the road for a day hike down there, and just do some activities on the weekend in the bush. So we're going to walk up into here in just a little bit to head up to the old spot. I'm going to clear a new spot for the tent, and hopefully over the next week I can get the tent set up and the stove set up. Beautiful fall day today. I think we're sitting at about +8 right now, +7, a slight breeze. It is hunting season. We have partridge season, small game of course, and of course it is moose and deer season. There were some folks in here that come up every year from Windsor, Ontario. They spent their 2 weeks in here and they're gone now, and there's not a soul in here today. So I may do a bit of partridge hunting at the same time today with my 410, but the main goal today is to cut a bunch of poles up for the Prospector tent and get that set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our bag here and our other gear, and we're going to head up into the trail, and I'll catch you guys once I'm up there. All right, so a quick look at the old lean-to here and the shelter area. Fire reflector, bunch of the firewood, the old lean-to. So we're going to move up to here. And I think the game plan is clear a spot up in here and put up the Prospector tent up in this little opening. Lots of firewood in here, as I've said over and over. In fact, it looks like a whole bunch more blowdown in here too. As we get up here, lots of rocks. So this is where we're going to set up in here. Going to cut a bunch of poles, set up for the tent, set up an area, and this is where we'll be camping. To hide mushrooms all over for winter time. So you can see here in this little spruce tree, the squirrel's been up here hiding mushrooms and hoping that's where they're going to stay for the winter time. All the trees around here got a few in them. So the squirrels have been busy. Balsam sap here. Balsam sap once again on the bark. Get the fire going. Get some of this wet wood up and running here. Fire going here. So as I was gathering up some balsam sap, I had a partridge walk out on the trail. Of course, I left the 410 back here. So we're up on the road here, up higher, off the main road, obviously. All right, get this fire going, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. After 20 after 12 right now, and we're clearing the spot here for the 12 by 14 Prospector tent. So I've been removing brush, some of the trees here, to make this area 12 by 14 for the tent. It's a fairly level area, so that's going to work out perfect. Up here, going to leave some, trees on the edges here for tying off. We're going to use this tree here, I think, for the center ridge pole, and we can actually almost come right to this one, or we just set up a tripod at this end to go to 14 feet. So got lots of options here to go, but just clearing it up here a bit more. I'm going to clean it up, rake it a bit more, pull some stuff forward, and make this spot a little more open, clean, and also going to cut a bunch of poles for the tent so that when we come in here next week to set it up, we're all good to go. So I'll catch up with you guys in a bit here with some more results. Another look at the area for the tent. Now it's all cleaned out. Just going to grab some more poles for the tent. Yeah, I'm out of breath. Trudging through the bush here. So just wanted to show you guys the area now it's all cleaned out. I brought out some locally made Bogdella's smokies to do on the fire. These are the hot ones. So I'm just going to put them on the stick here and just put them over the fire and let it cook slowly, and then I'm going to eat it with bun and some mustard here. All right, so it's snack time. It's got to be after 2 by now, probably about 2:30. So I've got the area cleaned up over here for the Prospector tent. Actually, it's a really nice area. It'll work out well. We have a stove we're going to bring in. It's a titanium stove. We're going to put up here and bring up here for the weekend. I'm going to cut 2 more poles, 2 more long poles, and then I should be good. I should have enough. Anything we need for the ends will be smaller ones, so I think we can get away with some smaller poles. But we're good. It's going to work out well. So today we come up to put the tent up. It's just a matter of, tying everything off, making sure the bottom is solid and on the ground. Lots of rocks here. Pegs, whatever we need, I don't care. It's an old tent, but to have to hammer some pegs even through the inside skirting, that's fine by me. It's not going to hurt anything, that's for sure. So I know some of the ties on it, because it is so old, have ripped for the poles. So I guess I could always try sew something on there, some rope or something, or put some rope through it. But so this is a Bogdella's smoky on the fire. This is the hot ones. I find that when they're on the fire, they do get a little bit warmer. And if you cook them and then you let them sit, they get even a little hotter yet. I got 1 partridge earlier. There's been about 3 of them running around here all day. That one flew up into the tree. I could hear him scurrying around on the ground. Figured, okay, I'll take a break, throw my red jacket on. headed just down the trail, and sure enough, there he was. So once I get a couple more poles cut, I think I'm going to cut 2 more poles. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the fire go out. I think I'm going to put my jacket on and I'm going to head down the trail, down this way. Because it seems the partridge are upland here a bit from the road because of all the traffic down on the road. Yeah, you can see your breath, but it's a beautiful day. It's a nice, warm day. I've just got my sweatshirt on, and I mean, I'm more than warm enough. So I'm going to finish eating my lunch here, have a snack, and cut a couple more poles and maybe go for a walk. Okay guys, I'm going to let the fire just burn down, burn out. I'm going to take the 410. It's in the tree here. Single shot Remington 410. And I am going to go for a walk this way here. There's a old bush trail there that's fairly open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head into that bush trail and see if I can't get a bird or two maybe down there before I leave. Let the fire burn out, make sure it's put out. Spray it around a bit. I just want to show you where our camp is going to be in 2 weeks. We're going to set up the Prospector tent in here. We do have the wood stove. You have a couple choices. I even have a hobo stove I made out of a 20-pound propane tank if we wanted to fix that up and put it in. I do have to sew the jack in this week into the tent, but that's where the tent will go. There's lots of room here for any other tents too, nearby anyway, or it's easy enough to clean some area up. So just one quick look around the poles for next week. So we're good to go. So I'm just going to head into the bush, see if I can't get another bird or two before I leave, and I'll catch up with you guys just before I do go. Of course, it's fall time, as I said. This is one of the old bush trails back here. My grandfather cut all of this when I was just a young boy back here. He used to have his bush camp back here. But my grandfather cut a lot of this. My dad and my other grandfather and his twin brother, they actually planted a lot of the trees back here after as well. But this is just one of the old cut trails back here. It actually goes to a small lake back here. My cousin and I snowshoed in here last winter all the way into the lake. It's quite the jaunt, but as I said, this is just what it looks like here. Northwestern Ontario. We've got birch, balsam, spruce, pine, there's black ash, a little bit of everything back here. Across what used to be someone's tree stand up here for watching probably moose and deer down here on the trail. I never noticed it back here before, but yeah, just an old tree stand. Used to be a couple 2x4s across the tree, and who knows what they had on the top on the deck, and makeshift stairs. Okay, and this is the Jarvis River. Here looks like they've made a trail to get down and cross to get to the other side of the road here. Bit of a dam starting. So the quad, the guys go on the other side. So this winter I may have to do some hiking and snowshoeing and see what's been a long time since I've been down that trail. Used to hunt down there too. We've got some running water here in the river. That wraps up another trip. We got all the poles cut today. We managed to get one partridge today up at the site. Took a walk down to the river. Cleared the area for the Prospector tent. So it's 4 o'clock now, so we're going to head home. We got out here about 11 o'clock, I guess it was. So we're going to head home now. And I got to clean up that partridge. Get it cleaned up, put it in the bag, put it in the freezer when I get home. So that's my game plan. So in 2 weeks, our scouts will be out here. We will be staying Friday, Saturday, and leave on Sunday. It's the middle of November. Temperature should start dropping by that time. We're about 3 weeks behind right now in weather, what we should normally have. So we're still fairly mild. So we'll see what happens then. But like I say, we've got the stove going in. We've got the tent. We'll be all right. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share. You know, tell others about the channel. So thanks for watching. It's Fred of VE3FAL from Ontario Northwest Bushcraft and Outdoors. See you guys.